Hey everyone, I wanted to take a moment to talk you through the antibiotic susceptibility assignment. So the goal for this is that you have a list of antibiotics that you can use to do a Kirby-Bauer sensitivity test, just like what we did when we tested to see which disinfectants and sanitizers were effective against different bacteria. When we do the unknown lab practical on the first day, you're going to want to test your bacteria against a number of different antibiotics, hopefully finding one that your microbe is sensitive to that you could use to save your patient. So you need to come to class with 2 lists of 5 antibiotics. So one list for if your organism turns out to be gram-positive. So you'll choose 5 antibiotics that work well against gram-positive infections. You'll also want to make a second list of 5 antibiotics that work well against gram-negatives in case your unknown happens to be gram-negative. So you should come to class prepared with a list, and it can just be jotted down on a Post-it if you want, but a list of 5 antibiotics that you want to use if it's gram-positive, and a second list of 5 antibiotics if it turns out to be the other one. Sorry. Okay, so you have 2 lists of antibiotics, 1 for gram-negative, 1 for gram-positive. You'll only actually need 1, right? But you should come prepared with both because you don't know how your unknown will gram stain. The list of antibiotics that I have available for you to use in the lab is in your textbook on pages 434 to 435. So make sure that whatever antibiotics you choose, it's off that list so that you can actually get them in the lab. And it's a pretty big list, so you've got plenty to choose from. You should read through lab 11.1, but you won't actually be completing the lab report and turning it in. We're going to use that procedure for the Kirby-Bauer test to determine which antibiotics your unknown is susceptible to. But you're not actually completing the lab report. All that information will be in the unknown lab practical write-up that you do, the paper that you turn in, which I'll tell you more about when we get closer to it. All right, hope that clears up any questions you might have, and I look forward to seeing you for the unknown lab practical in class.